what they've said about her is so minuscule. What I think people should spend more time doing is looking into that video that was put on the catch and kill of her assaulting a woman with the diddler and stating in the video, "This is
She's
my
talking about
rite of
Mary J. Blige right
passage,"
now.
in some kind of satanic ritual. I think people should really look more into why every other woman from that era, including me, she tried to trash and destroy their relationships. She was just as much a terror to female artists as Beyonce Giselle Knowles is now. And with Mary bowing down to her, it just goes to show you that there's some kind of weird order that's happening here, and people need to start holding every member of the evil cabal responsible for the things that they've done. It has been stated on more than several occasions she has had in.
And I'll say this, just for fair use purposes, I gotta fair use this because look, we got to. These niggas on YouTube do not play. I already got one strike. Do not need another one. But I will say this. What did she just say? She just said something.
She has had inappropriate sexual relationships with young men under the age of 8.
Whoa.
Sexual relationships.
Whoa.
Responsible for the things that they've done. It has been stated on more than several occasions. She has had inappropriate sexual relationships with young men under the age of 18. We're talking SA. We're talking stat.
She talking about Mary J. Blige?
We're talking that Danny Boy was 16.
Oh, that's what it was. Because she keep fucking buffering. Look, I know Sean Atwood got a bag. I know Trash Life Productions over there got a bag. They giving her money, money for her time, and that's understandable. But at the same time, she can't get some better fucking Wi-Fi.
And she was 24.
I'm broke, and we streaming at 60 frames a second. What the fuck is going on?
There is evidence that she also had dealings with Usher when he was underage. I don't know why everyone keeps looking away from this very sad and very troubled person who is also a closeted lesbian. It's nasty.
You got a lot of people asking about mine.
She played Ghislaine, the way she played Ghislaine for Diddy. The way she handled up and spied on Cassie, the way she handled up and spied on Carisha, the things that she's done in plain sight that don't nobody want to see.
She's still talking about Mary J.
People
Blige.
I don't know why they don't get it. She was Carisha before Carisha. I don't get it.
You got a lot of people asking about minors at freak-offs and whether Diddy's criminal charges minors will be added.
They are. They're being added as we speak. What I feel, what bothers me the most is the children, the sons, the boys. Quincy, God bless him. He has nothing to do with this foolishness, but Justin and Christian, wanting to be like your father and emulate your father. There's nothing wrong with that. But when your father is the devil, they're carrying on some things, and there's going to be some cases with them. And there are people that are saying, and there are even other children who have grown up in Hollywood and Calabasas who I know that I cannot reveal their name for their safety, because they're betraying their family talking to me. That's why I know some of the things that I know.
Question from Susan. Do you think Bieber, Usher, etc., or anyone else will come forward?
I pray that Justin Bieber will. I just hope that he can do it before they plan a story for him. Justin Bieber, I see him no different than Tevin Campbell.
Thoughts?
And now I look at Bashir. See, they get their kids to bring their friends.
Bashir Gray. I think he played the youngest sibling in Empire, and if y'all don't know, he came out as homosexual. Shout out to him. But that's who she's talking about right now. I just wanted to make sure y'all were clear.
Home to their houses, and then they're rich and famous, and they're the fun parents, they're the cool parents, and they watch their blockbuster movies with those kids, and then the kids, that they can stay the night and hang out with their friends, and when they go to sleep in their friend's room, they take their children out and they walk in, allegedly.
But moving on, I think this is her
Your
speaking
thoughts
on
the
Liam
tragic
Payne.
passing of Liam Payne? Your thoughts on Liam Payne?
We're going to start looking into that, but I told people I think people should look into that like they need to look into Nick Carter. I think people need to look into that as much as they need to look into Twitch. I think people need to look into a lot of alleged ooey-sides. I'm really curious what happened to Taylor from the Foo Fighters. How do all of these men who use drugs recreationally or to enhance their art in some way, how are they buying these pharmaceutical products that they get from these people who they've been trusting to bring them clean stuff, and just out of nowhere they get fentanyl instead? A lot of people are about to die. A lot of people are about to die because
Now, by the way, I just want to make it clear for fair use purposes, I have to pause this video, guys. Look, I'm sorry, I have to, but I do want to also make it clear the police, and we've heard a 911 phone call from the Liam Payne thing. They said he was going crazy, like going insane in his hotel room, and he was just high and drunk, and he just jumped off the balcony. Now, could it be some conspiracy there? It could not be. Who knows?
Going to tell you what I know about criminal organizations when they're facing RICO charges and when people are looking at spending the rest of their life behind bars with no parole. It's always better with no witnesses. Pray for Justin Bieber.
You hear that, Miss Scott? Pray for Justin Bieber.
So Miss Chief is asking, how have you managed to stay alive amid all this? Has there ever been any attempts on your life?
I've had 10 attempts on my life.
10?
I survived.
Damn.
I survived because God says so. Because God sees fit to. Yes. And 3 of those times I was poisoned while I was in police and hospital custody, while they were trying to convince the world I was a schizophrenic. And I kept proving my sanity every time, which is why they have to let me out. I've been double stuck with Haldol, Thorazine, been given lithium. I've been drugged with enough drugs to put down a baby elephant and left sitting in a chair for 4 days at Parkland Psych Hospital. Cops came with AI video and pictures that was supposed to be me that was altered in the hospital. Believe me, kept me drugged for days.
God damn. Look, we do know it is a huge fentanyl problem. A huge fentanyl problem going on in Hollywood. Now, is this fent being planted in these Hollywood star drugs? I don't know. That is a good question. But at the same time, I do know we lost one of the greatest artists ever in Mac Miller to drug use and having bad drugs. But the nigga who did that, who gave him them bad drugs, he's in jail for a really long time. So there was no conspiracy to that. He just got some bad drugs from a bad dealer. So hopefully they weren't trying to take Jaguar Wright out with some lithium. God damn. Calm down. This is spooky as hell. Good thing it's October. Let's see. And then she also had something to say about Kim Porter in this last clip. But Nia Davison, you should delete what she said about R-word and kids. Real Street Life just got shut down for a week. She has no receipts. She runs with it because CC put this on their channels, build her lies. Look, Nia. I know. Trust me. I fucking know. I know what the YouTube gods did over there to Trash Life Productions. Oh, I know. I know. We're gonna talk about that in a minute. But at the same time, I do believe reacting to what she's saying kind of puts me in bounds, I believe, because I'm not over here saying, I'm not coercing it at all. We over here at I Am Savvy Mike TV, make this clear. We are listening to Jaguar Wright strictly for entertainment purposes. We do not agree with what she's saying, and we damn sure don't believe it, but we do think she has some believable things to say. Like, there's some things in there that might be true, and some things in there that might not be true. But us over here at I Am Savvy Mike TV, we don't know what's true and what's not. All we know is Diddy's in jail. That's it. And because Diddy's in jail, she's getting validated. So that's why we're here. That's why we're here at I Am Savvy Mike TV. That's why we're here. That's all. That's it. Am I good? Am I inbounds or out? Was the disclaimer enough? No. But shout out to Nia Davison in the chat, Shayna S in the chat, Terry Kirkland, and Chris Cola. What did she say? She is correct about the Foo Fighters. I used to listen to the Foo Fighters back in the day. Not much so now, but I didn't know they lost one of their artists to some type of fent type overdose. That's fucked up. And Chris Cola also said it's called The Devil's Playground. That it is. Anyways, let's see what she had to say about Kim Porter. And she also, I think, addressed her haters in this one.
Albert Brown, Sr., also known as Albie Shore. You should listen to everything that he has to say about that, and I support him 100%. His life has been almost claimed on 3 different occasions, advocating for Kim's unalivement to be properly.
What we do know is Miss Wright need to get some better Wi-Fi. That's for damn sure. I'm standing on that one.
Investigated. Corey Gamble had no business being there at that house that morning. There are a lot of things that are wrong. And the convoluted details behind the so-called tell-all book, which contains some real evidence and then a lot of fake evidence to muddy the waters. I think all of these diversionary tactics are enough to say it is time to exhume her. It is time to give that the proper investigation that deserves. I think every child that she has needs that closure, and the man that really loved her probably needs it the most. And that's what I have to say about that.
What about Kim's last words? Do you think that's legit, the book? I read it recently.
Pieces of it are. And the only reason I can say that is because I've seen those pieces myself. Like anyone who's lying, saying, see, that's the thing. Kim's book, nobody has it all. That day at the Ivy, she left a flash drive, she left a laptop, and she left a burner phone. I wasn't sure which one Cassie had. I knew she had one of the 3 that day. Cassie and Kim met before her passing at the Ivy. I knew somebody that worked in the kitchen. I'm also a qualified chef, Tornade. Very talented woman in many ways. And there were 3 things that were in that kitchen that I know were there. A laptop, a burner phone, and a flash drive. Kim was smart. As many times as her laptop had been corrupted and stolen in the past, she was smart. The truth is out there. Nobody has it in full. That I can say for sure. But whatever Cassie walked out with and what it's looking like from the lawsuit, it was the burner phone. It was enough to save her life. Kim Porter is a hero. And I'm sick and tired of people playing with her legacy. But if you really want to know what's good with Kim Porter, then you'll just simply ask the man she was married to and loved and forced to leave for reasons which I cannot speak on because it's not for
I am not laughing at her right now, by the way. I am not laughing at her.
me to say. But Albert Brown Sr. was an amazing artist, an incredible writer, a wonderful husband, and a very loving and doting father and grandfather. There are very few people that knew Kim Porter better than him.
Jaguar, do you have anything to say in conclusion to the viewers?
For those of you who believe me, congratulations, you're not insane. For those of you who don't, I'll pray for you because you're going to be tormented watching everything that's about to happen next. But do yourself one big favor. Take me out of it. Take all the whistleblowers out of it. There are facts and there is evidence. What you choose to accept and what you choose to reject, that is your choice and your choice alone. But understand that only dictates the quality of your mind. Clean up your minds. In the words of Sophia Stewart, clean up your minds.
Jaguar's links are in the description box. Please support Jaguar's work. My next guest, Lionel, is about to come in. Jaguar, are you all right to take one question from him as he comes in?
Absolutely, I'd love to, Shar.
Now, although all that she said was very interesting, and she has every right to say that, look, at the end of the day, if she's right, she's right. If she's wrong, she's wrong. And look, she's standing on business. I'm not gonna lie. She's open to the suit. Like, she's like, hey, Jay-Z, Beyonce, y'all want to sue me? Let's fucking go to court. Let's do it. And that would be a media circus. I'll tell you that much. We'll be there for that one. But either way, she's standing on her too, and I'm not mad at that. But let's just hear what more she has to say.
Shame.
All right,
and
Lionel.
Shane, get on you. Cheers.
Lionel, you're live with Jaguar Wright. We're breaking the internet right now. There's 13,000 people watching. Have you got
Oh my God.
Look, we got Brenda in the chat. Hey, Jag. We're on my channel. But, shout out Jaguar Wright. But y'all, look, they love her. They love Jaguar Wright.
Have you got a question for Jaguar Wright before she goes?
She has an amazing voice. I'm not going to lie. She's a great singer.
Lionel?
What is the most compelling evidence that you have? The one piece of evidence, the one piece that you think is the most critical.
A person.
A person.
Yes, she's very special to me. At one point in time, she was mentored by the Carters. She refused to sign an NDA, and her life has been hell ever since. I've also been looking over her and watching out for her ever since. Unfortunately for her, she also dated Jay Prince Jr. I'm sure at one time she thought that would make her safe. And then after takeoff, it's been a shadow of a life for her. She's an amazing artist. And she's such a lovely young woman. And I promised her after her sister died, the last time we dared to visit each other in person, that I would see her through and that she would finally have her career cruelty-free. She knows exactly who she is. And if you're watching now, baby girl, it's time to come out. It's time to come out, son. And I love you.
It's time to come outside.
Thank you, Jaguar. You're a very powerful
That's
speaker.
my
It's time to come outside. I guess that is a damning piece of evidence she has tucked away somewhere. And we don't know who this chick is she's referring to, but clearly she's giving a call to action right now. Like, what are you doing? Where you at? We need you right now, because the Carters are way too powerful, and they are powerful. The Carters are very fucking powerful. We shall see where this continues to go. I mean, look, I'm here. At the end of the day, y'all love Jaguar, right? And I'm interested. And look, everybody else is giving her a fucking platform. At least little old me can sit here and react to it, right? No?